Tery Foord. I'm in the change practice and I'm a change specialist, and have the wounds and the scars on my back to show and prove that I've been in the change world for a long time. I used the stakeholder engagement and analysis tool. And this for me was really exciting because, as mentioned, I've been in change for a long time and there's lots and lots of templates around. So I started to use the tool and I thought, yep, it's good, but I'd like to add just a little bit to it. So for me to give it a bit more value in terms of, the best practice and where I've been, what I can then leave behind. I absolutely loved the template and how you can then go and see what's the influence and how to position people. But the one thing that for me that I really needed to do, we're going into Agile somewhere along the line. So I wanted to bring in a little bit of the flavor of Agile. Yes. And in Agile, you need to identify who is critical, who can make and break, who is going to be the most impacted, and then who's just interested. And it's very similar to what's in the template, but from an Agile perspective, just having those three categories was just like, let's just go and focus on those as well. I think that whenever you're working to identify who your stakeholders are, well, first of all, you've got to understand who your stakeholders are from the beginning. And it's not always going to be just ELT or, the executives or the middle managers. We need to think about who's going to be using this at the end of the day and who's going to be most impacted by the change. And once you've then got that, then you can then start to work on your plan, but you actually need to sit down, breathe, and think about people and their needs. And this is what this template actually does. Very much using this tool was putting a stake in the ground, because the project manager had done a fabulous job to date, but it was a matter of then, so who is who? And by actually sitting and working with her through the entire template, she was going, oh, yes, what about this person? Oh, what about that person? And I think what happens is we get too close to our work that we actually don't start to see outwards. And by sitting down and again using a template of this nature, it makes you do that, makes you think outward as well. I think it's really important to have empathy. So when you're thinking about your stakeholders, put yourself in their shoes and think about, so how would they feel and what do they need, and what safety blankets can we give them to get them from the as is to the to be. And I know it's not that scientific. It really is about thinking about others and wearing their shoes and just thinking about, gosh, what's going to freak them out and how can I help them? And that for me is what we have to do in terms of stakeholder analysis.